Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my virginkitchen.com blog number 24. Tonight I'm going to be making a yummy snack from our good friends over the pond, the Americans, making some pancakes, which I think in America most of them have it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, tea, any opportunity. So yeah, here we go. American style pancakes with stewed apple and banana, recipe number 24. This is from Jamie Oliver's cookbook, where he's done it the real proper classic American way with all the berries and the yogurt and the syrup all over it. So I'm going to try and do it a little bit different with apple and banana. As you're probably aware, it's pancake day coming up fairly soon, so it's a good practice for me to, get used to my flipping and all that. So here's what we need. 140 grams of flour, a banana, a little bit of salt, a little bit of cinnamon for when I stew the apple, so you need an apple, 140 ml of milk, 3 eggs, teeny bit of baking powder. So I've never actually stewed an apple before, but I just spoke to Becky, and all you basically do is I've got a pan there with a bit of water in it. I'm going to chop and prepare this apple, put it in there and heat it up and stir it until it all blends together with some sugar and cinnamon, and make sure it tastes good. And then we're going to get the pancakes on the go. Oh, sorry, we're going to cut up the banana as well. Yeah, because you can't just have a pancake with that thing in it. It might be a bit hard to swallow. So that's all going to get chucked in, and it should come out pretty good. Nice yummy snack. So let's go. Right, what I just did was I got one of my friendly peelers and shaved the apple like this, so it kind of looks like a tennis ball. All good. And I just gave it a go on the banana, but it's a lot easier just to peel the banana just for future reference. So anyway, we've got to just cut the apple up now. So just give it a go like this. Get yourselves a knife and just joking. Right, yeah. So cut up your apple into little slices and chuck them in your pan. Woo! Okie dokie. I've cut up the apple and it's in the pan. As you can see, there's probably just about enough water to cover it. It's just sort of satisfying in that at the moment. So we're going to heat that. There's a teeny flame going. I'm going to stir it around, add in a bit of sugar and cinnamon to taste it. It should all stir together and get all stewy, to be honest. What I did with the apple was I cut it as close to the core as possible, because on Jamie Oliver's show he said to do that because the closer you get to the apple, the sweeter it is. I didn't put all the pips in because I'm not that hardcore, but I got as close as I could, so hopefully it will come out quite good. Woo! Okay, so I was cooking the apples and I was going to add the sugar. And when you add the sugar, only add a teaspoon by the way, but make sure you don't add icing sugar. Add your standard granulated sugar, the sort of stuff you put in your cereal or everything else. I've had to put another load of apples on the go because the other ones, well, they look like they're having a bit of an icing sugar protest, to be honest. So yeah, make sure you put on the right type of sugar. But anyhow, I've managed to cut up my bananas into sort of, well, they look like little Pac-Man actually. It's like Pac-Man. Right, chase it anyway. So I've cut them up and they're going to go into the pancakes when they're done. So we're going to recook the apple again and yeah, just wait for it to all go. So we're getting there. Alrighty then, the stewed apple's done. They're quite hot and there's a hell of a lot of it there. So to be honest, there might be some left over for a midnight snack later. You need 2 bowls now because we're going to actually start to make the pancakes. Get your 3 eggs and you've got to split them so that the egg white and the yolk are separated. This is going to be fun, so I'm going to try once with you guys watching and I'll do the rest on my own. But I should use a normal knife really, but I think you separate it. Ooh. Get the egg white in one bit, like that, I think. Ooh. Yeah, and then you've got your egg yolk in there, and you just keep passing it, like pass the parcel, but with eggs. So you've got to keep doing that, so that the egg white goes in there, and then you put your yolks in the other bowl, okay? So do that with your 3 eggs. Okay, so you now got the egg version of Romeo and Juliet. You've got your egg whites in one bowl and your yolks in the other, so they're all split and torn apart. You need to get your egg yolks in with that, chuck in your flour, boom, like that. It's like it's just been snowing on them anyway. Get your baking powder, that's just over a teaspoon. And then get your milk and pour that all in there. Lush. And then give it a mix together and it should make a funky batter. So do that. Okie doke, so that's been about 3 minutes there, and as you can see, that's a nice thick sort of batter mix. You could probably put up a brick wall with that. You need to grab your salt, which I've just done actually, and put it in your egg white bowl and then whisk. Now you've got to whisk this like you've never whisked in your life, unless you've got an electric whisk. but I've only got a hand one, so you've got to really go for it until it becomes all thick and quite firm, and you might even be able to tip it upside down, and you know, so it won't fall out. So keep going with that, and hopefully we'll have an arm left to eat at the end. So let's go. Okay, so definitely invest in an electric whisker. I've just spent the last 15 minutes, and Becky, we had to tag team it, whisking up those egg whites, and I've got to, well, I think I've probably got repetitive strain injury, but there we go. But here we go, it came out like that, and the proof is in the pudding. If I just go like that over my head, look, nothing on my head, luckily. So what you need to do now is fold the egg white into the batter. I don't know how you sort of fold it like a pillow or something like that, but you just mix it all in. So I'll do it carefully and see what happens. Okay, so this is where it's probably going to get a bit frantic. That's done now, made into a nice little mixture. My pan is just heating up. Apparently you don't need to add any oil to it. So all we're going to do is literally just pour in a little bit of the mixture and make a pancake. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to use a ladle, like a funky spoon. Just get that a little bit in there like that. And put it down there. So what you have to do is cook till it starts to go golden brown, and have a spatula ready on the side to make sure of that. And just as it goes golden brown on the base, Gordon Brown, that's the Prime Minister of England, golden brown, you put the bananas and the apples into the soft squidgy bit and then flip it over. Okay, so we're going to let that one get brown and keep going. Woo. Okay, so what I'm doing is I've cooking it, and I've just chucked my stewed apple in as it was starting to get firm around the edges, and I'm grabbing my banana like that and just putting it in where I can. Apparently you can add anything you want to these pancakes, like cheese. Not that you want cheese and apple and banana, or you might, but you can do absolutely anything you want really. So what I'll do now is just going to flip that one over. I'll just show you that the edges are, you can see, quite cooked. So you just turn that over. I can't do this with two hands unfortunately, but I'll just turn it back on any minute now. Okay, that's only been about another 20 seconds. Just going to quickly grab that one off there, like that, and plonk it on my plate. And you can see you've got plenty of batter left, so you can keep making loads of them. But if you just want the old one, that is what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad. You can see the banana and the apple in there. Now you can go a bit Americanized and get some honey, like this. Or they'd probably use maple syrup. Put a bit of that on there, and then give it a try. It's pretty darn good. I gotta go because the pan's still cooking. I'm gonna burn my house down, but try that for yourself. Nice simple snack, and you can put anything you want in it. And try not to burn your house down. See you again.